What's going on, you guys? So Joe Smith Jr. just stops his late short notice opponent Stephen Geffrard in 9 rounds. Really, not much to take away from this fight other than this was Joe Smith Jr.'s first title defense. It seemed like Geffrard had something for Joe Smith Jr., but he just didn't. It seemed like he just checked out in about the 7th round. You kind of saw it in his eyes that he just didn't really seem like he really wanted it anymore. And Joe Smith Jr., all he had to do was just keep pressing forward, keep throwing heavy shots, and he was going to eventually fold. And that's eventually what happened in the 9th round. What's going on, everybody? Hit that like button for your boy as you come on in the building. Doing a quick post-fight reaction for Joe Smith Jr., the first real boxing event of 2022. And it was by Joe Smith Jr., and he stops short notice opponent Stephen Geffrard. Said that he hurt his arm in the. Geffrard mentioned that he hurt his arm in like the 8th round or something like that. Kevin Cunningham said he ain't trying to hit at. You could beat this guy with one arm. I thought that was pretty funny, but he just didn't have it in him. You know, you could tell he kind of just checked out of the fight. You know, he kept up the high guard a lot. Joe Smith Jr. was really just staying busy, you know, throwing a lot of punches, showing some new dimensions to his game, you know, trying to fight off the back foot a little bit and, you know, do things like that. But all in all, it was just another fight to continue the year off, really. It's nothing to really take from it. Short notice. Dude took the fight on 8 days' notice. There's not much you can really take away from it. But one thing I did hear is that Canelo Alvarez may be looking to fight Joe Smith Jr. next. So he pretty much had to get the win tonight. And now, don't be surprised if you hear his name being mentioned alongside Canelo Alvarez really soon. I think this type of opponent, Joe Smith Jr., is right up Canelo's alley. And yeah, he got the job done tonight. And we go see if he gets the Canelo Alvarez sweepstakes. Really, it's not really too much more I can say about this fight, you guys. Honestly, it was an okay fight. You know, Joe Smith Jr. is one of those guys that's an overachiever in the sport. You know, he's an overachiever, and he's still out here doing his thing. You know, he's having a hard time getting big name dudes to fight him, probably because he's really tough. And we go see if Canelo Alvarez gives this guy a shot. You know, because I'm hearing that Joe Smith Jr. may be next for Canelo. You know, so yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Joe Smith Jr. defends his title for the first time against Stephen Geffrard, stops him in the 9th round. Pretty decent fight, but we go see what's next. Gary Russell Jr. is fighting next weekend against his mandatory challenger. Pretty tough opponent. We go see how that works out for Gary Russell Jr. And then after that, I think we have Keith Thurman and Mario Barrios. And who also is on the undercard is Leo Santa Cruz and Keenan Carbonell. So, yeah, we go see what's going on in the next couple of weeks in boxing. This was just to kind of get things started. Pretty okay fight. First time defense for Joe Smith Jr., and he got the job done like expected. Like, subscribe, how's your boy? Peace out.